In the NBA, Steph Curry could return to the Warriors lineup as early as Sunday against the Lakers. Steph's missed the last month with a lower leg injury. The reigning finals MVP was averaging nearly 30 points a game, though. Before the injury, Dubs still have some work to do to avoid the play-in tournament. They have not been able to win on the road this year. Golden State just one game back of the Suns for the 4 seed, but it's only 2 games ahead of the Jazz and Pels for the 10th seed in the play-in. Tightly bunched conference this year. NBA champ Tristan Thompson is back. Tristan, it's so funny. The Warriors, man, they look like a young team on the road, right? Like, damn, you guys don't know how to win on the road yet, and they were dominant at home. Then they miss Steph, so they're not really on the brain. These are the defending champs. I don't see anyone as invincible in the West. Does a healthy Steph actually make them the favorites?
I still believe so, Max, because listen, without Steph right now, they've won 4 in a row against really good ball clubs. And Max, you got to remember this. This Golden State team will make some so special and dynamic where they're third quarters. And with no Steph Curry, last night against the Clippers, they had 42 points. 42 points in the third quarter. And like every championship team, you got to be able to defend without fouling. And since the break, they've been 5th in the league in defense. So they're figuring it out. Listen, there's no clear-cut favorite in the West, but they're doing what they need to do to put themselves in position to give themselves a chance to at least get to the Western Conference Finals.
I'll tell you what, now that he and KD are in the same conference, Tristan, I actually think, I was just talking to Daniel Cormier about what's on the line legacy-wise for John Bone Jones against Cyril Gahn. You know, KD has not won a championship without Steph, right? And yet Steph has won before KD was there, while KD was there, and after KD was there. Don't let Steph in the same conference now, after the way the Warriors have looked this season because of injury. Win the chip. Get out of the West and win the chip when KD is sitting right there with Devin Booker, with Chris Paul. Ooh, there's a lot on the line there, it seems to me, for legacy. Final thoughts, Tristan.
No, I'm excited, but that's my Western Conference prediction because I want to see the Suns versus the Golden State Warriors. And you know what? I feel like KD's got that extra thump in his step where I got the Suns in 7 games. I got the Suns in 7 games now.
Could you imagine if KD wins, what that means for him? If Steph wins the NBA, and the new Dallas dynamic duo put on a show last night against the Sixers. Kyrie and Luka combining for 82 points in the Mavs win. First time in franchise history teammates had at least 40 points each in a game. It was, however, just the second win for Luka and Kyrie in 6 games together. NBA champion Tristan Thompson joins me now for more on Luka and Kyrie. Tristan, I got to tell you, you know what my takeaway from last night's game is? Man, that Dallas offense ain't going to work. That's you score, I'll score, you score, I'll score. And as Jay Will pointed out on the radio this morning, everyone else just standing around watching. And forget about the fact that they don't defend. How sustainable is this?
Well, listen, Max, I understand what you're saying. You're saying that the role players are stagnant, but this is where I think Jay Kidston looked back at the film. Listen, them both scoring 40 in the night is to win you a lot of ball games because when it was in Cleveland with LeBron and Kyrie, they did that a lot. But what Tyronn Lue did, and I think Jay Kidd needs to implement in their rotation, is staggering their minutes. And what I mean by that is that if you're going to have Luka play the first quarter, play the whole first quarter, and take out Kyrie around the 6-minute mark, then put Kyrie back at the beginning of the second quarter to play with the second unit. That way, the role players can get their rhythm, feel involved in the offense. Because listen, Max, you know, you was in San Fran with us at the Four Seasons Hotel when we were making our run. Role players win you series. Guys like myself and JR had big games and big moments like in Game 5 and Game 6. And that's what Jay Kidd's going to have to do for this team if they want to make a deep run.
Tristan, I totally agree with that. But look, one is not on Kyrie. This is on Luka. Luka's the guy with the ball in his hands making the decisions. He can be James Harden, which is a fantastic player. It gets you closer than you ought to get, right? Mm-hmm. But it doesn't get you the championship because everyone else is standing around because they know they're not going to get the ball till there's 5 seconds left on the shot clock, right? Isn't the pressure on Luka here?
Well, definitely the pressure's on Luka because, listen, since he's been there, every year it's been, I need players or I want a different coaching staff. Well, you got Jay Kidd now. He's a championship level. He won a championship as a player, and he was with the Lakers when they won in the bubble. So you have your coach, check mark. All right, you need another running mate. You need your Robin, your Batman. Jalen Brunson left. We got you Kyrie Irving. I think it's an upgrade. Kyrie Irving, All-Star, Hall of Famer, made big shots. So you got Kyrie now. But I think for them, they got to take ownership on the defensive end. Luka's got to understand, listen, we love your triple doubles. We love your 16, 10, and 10, 60, 10, and 10. But defense is going to have to be your guy's staple. And you got to throw JaVale McGee out there. You got to throw him out there. You got to use him. I think he can help them a lot.
Guys like LeBron, when his ball's in his hand, you're involved. JR is involved. All those, Kevin Love is involved. Guys are involved. When the ball is in Luka's hands, it looks to me more like a James Harden team. I think he needs a little more LeBron and a little less James Harden. I mean, although if James Harden is like, hey, you need to be better than that, that's a damn high standard. Tristan, what's the ceiling, do you think, for this team, for this Mavs team?
I think with this Mavs team, listen, they can score. They can score at a high level. We saw that last night. I think if this team can put it together and string some multiple stops in the game, they can get back to the Western Conference Finals. Because listen, Max, it's about matchups in the playoffs. Just because they don't have the hottest names, but they got guys like Reggie Bullock, Tim Hardaway Jr., Dwight Powell, JaVale McGee. You got solid players that if you put them in the right position to make shots and have them be stars in their role, they can help you. They can help you. So it's on Kyrie and Luka to play hard, and guess what? Role players win you series, superstars win you championships.
The excellent Tristan Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. This just in opportune. The news gets worse for the Lakers as they make a push for the playoffs. LeBron will now be reevaluated in 3 weeks, not 2, as originally reported. Hey, Tristan, I think the Lakers are done this season. LeBron heard a pop in his foot. He heard a pop in his foot. What are we acting like he's going to be back in 2 or 3 weeks for? What do you say?
Stop it. The Lakers aren't done. Max, you know the Lakers aren't done. It's not done until the big lady sings. Listen, they have Anthony Davis. It's time for Anthony Davis to be that top 5 player we envision him to be, and that's why they've traded all these picks for him to be that. Listen, they got a great win against OKC. They got another test tonight against Minnesota. Hopefully, D'Angelo Russell gets back soon. So if they're not done yet, they still have a chance, but their margin of error is very small, and tonight's a good test for them.
Listen, going forward, I'm with you. Things happen, break the right way. They could be in championship contention. The roster fits better now. We'll see what happens. Maybe Kyrie, who knows. But this year, Tristan, you're telling me there's barely any time left in the season. LeBron James heard a pop in his foot. He ain't coming back in 3 weeks. He'll be reevaluated in 3 weeks. AD can't stay healthy. Come on, man. Come on. It's over. Let me hear you say it's over. No? Not till the fat lady sings.
It's not over. They're only a couple games back for the sing. Not the fat lady sings. She hasn't sung yet. Minnesota. Hopefully, D'Angelo Russell gets back soon. So if they're not done yet, they still have a chance, but their margin of error is very small, and tonight's a good test for them.
Listen, going forward, I'm with you. Things happen, break the right way. They could be in championship contention. The roster fits better now. We'll see what happens. Maybe Kyrie, who knows. But this year, Tristan, you're telling me there's barely any time left in the season. LeBron James heard a pop in his foot. He ain't coming back in 3 weeks. He'll be reevaluated in 3 weeks. AD can't stay healthy. Come on, man. Come on. It's over. Let me hear you say it's over. No? Not till the fat lady sings.
It's not over. They're only a couple games back for the sing. Not the fat lady sings. She hasn't sung yet.